In 2025, Quishing attacks are exploding. QR code phishing scams will hit you hard unless you know how to spot them. Hey everyone! Welcome to our channel, where we help you stay ahead of threats. Today, we're tackling a scam so sneaky it's hiding in plain sight. Think QR codes are just for fancy restaurant menus. Think again. They're showing up everywhere, and some are traps. We'll show you how they work, where to watch out for them, and how to protect yourself. Stay tuned. Our story opens in the Big Apple. It's 11:58 p.m. Our gal Leia is running late. She spots a parking meter with a free 2-minute slot, but it's $3 without a coin. No problem. There's a QR code right there. She scans it with her phone. Her computer chimes. She snaps a picture of the code, and seconds later, a text message pings. Payment confirmed. She breathes easy. Crisis averted. Except, it wasn't the city's site. It was a fake. Her card got drained, and her car still got towed. Bad guys rely on familiarity to trick you. What they prey on is how natural it seems to scan a... In fact, the way our cameras and apps show a preview of the URL helps. But it can also deceive you, because that preview is based on the first few characters of the entered code. Bad actors can make a spoofed domain look legit by simply adding a few letters at the start. For example, if the real URL was citypaynyc.gov, scammers could mimic it with preview, citypaynyc.gov. And if you're not paying attention, you might not catch the difference. But there are other signs to watch out for. Before we dive into those, let me introduce myself. As part of a team, I bring you all these tips and tricks on fraud, scams, and security awareness. Now back to the show. Our next victim, Amir, works in accounts payable. One afternoon, he sees a past due invoice from a top-tier vendor. The email is perfect. The logo is correct. The messaging is on point. Even the QR code looks good. So he scans it with his phone, and it prompts him to pay through a third-party site. He enters the office code and pays. He double-checks and sees the amount went through. Job done! But wait, the vendor calls to say they never sent that invoice. It was a fake. Amir fell for a common QR phishing scam. Invoice QR codes are designed for convenience, but they can be swapped just like the parking meter stickers. And since AP teams often need to make quick decisions, there's less time to spot the fakes. That's why banks, cybersecurity firms, and the BBB have issued warnings about these scams this year. On top of that, even the FBI has jumped in on the action, flagging QR code phishing as a growing threat. Now, here's a third story. Sophia finds a weird box on her doorstep, a cardboard box that doesn't look like any recent purchase. She tries the door handle, and it's unlocked. Inside, she finds a card with a QR code and the instructions redeem your gift. Curious, she scans it with her phone, and it takes her to a site that asks for her name, address, and credit card details to confirm shipping. She fills in her name and address, but decides to call her bank before giving away her card number. Just in the nick of time, because she was about to get cleaned out. These three stories are different, but they all share one thing in common: QR codes. These little squares are popping up everywhere, and while most are legit, some can lead to big trouble. That's why I'm on a mission to help everyone build their security smarts. Every week we cover the latest threats, break down real-world attacks, and arm you with the knowledge to stay safe online. Subscribe to join me. You can also show your support by liking this video and dropping a comment below. What's the most unusual place you've seen a QR code lately? Alright, let's keep going. Here are 3 chapters to remember. First, how Quishing works. Second, where to watch out for it. Third, what to do if you fall for it. Let's dive in. First, how does Quishing work? It's a sneaky attack. Attackers replace, redirect, and rob. They replace legitimate QR codes with fake ones. They redirect your phone to a lookalike website, tricking you into entering personal info or downloading malware. And finally, they rob your cart info or login. The tricky part, it happens in plain sight. QR codes are everywhere, from parking meters to emails. Next, where to watch out for QR code scams? A lot of places. Here are just a few examples. At parking meters, they stick over legit codes or create new ones that look official. On invoices, they show up on fake invoices to push you to a phony payment portal. Inboxers, unsolicited packages with codes inside may try to steal your personal info or load up your phone with malware. At restaurants, QR code menus are popular, but they can be tampered with. And I've heard reports of this happening. So ask the staff for the official link if you're not sure. And be extra cautious when you see them. Ask yourself 3 questions. 1. Does this QR code look like it belongs? Check for misalignment, overlapping labels, or glue residue. 2. Am I expecting this QR code? If not, think twice before you scan. 3. Is there pressure to scan this QR code? If someone's pressuring you, take a step back. And remember, just because you see a preview URL doesn't mean it's safe. Scammers can fool the preview with special characters at the start of the actual code. Now, what if you've already scanned a shady QR code? What then? Well, first, if you didn't click anything or enter any info, close it out and clear your browser history. If you did enter info or download something, check your accounts and change your passwords ASAP. Enable multi-factor authentication and report it to your bank and local cybercrime unit or consumer authority. In the US, that's the FTC or FBI IC3. I'll leave the links below. Finally, a quick myth bust. Not all meters use QR codes. If you're in a city like New York, don't scan codes on meters. Use the official app or pay at the meter itself. And that brings us to the end of today's episode. I hope you found it helpful. If you want to learn more, check out the resources I mentioned. I'll post the links below. Also, drop a comment. Do you know someone who needs to see this? Share it with them. And don't forget to like and subscribe for more security smarts. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next time.